What's the name on the back of that? Is that blank?
I guess this is the jersey. Did he like jersey swap with Shattuck or something like that? Like, come on.
YMCA around here doing jersey swaps?
I guess so. I mean, game recognized game or something like that. So now Zomba carrying the hopes. I mean, I guess it is going to be a strike team kill after all. Just kidding.
Maybe. We don't know what they got cooked up. Shout out Stride. They got big things planned, I'm sure.
They do, yeah.
But right now, we are talking about grand finals at Patchwork 2024. 1 set to go. 3 games to see what happens next. 3 victories, and we're going to see where we end up after that. Zomba on one side, MuteAce on the other. Let's see what happens in this first game of this best of 5.
This is kind of crazy because, I mean, Zomba has a winning set record. It's like 1-4. MuteAce has only taken 1 set, but it was the most recent set, and that was at Cirque. So when Zomba kind of fell short at Cirque, MuteAce was up. And now that he's sitting winner's side of Grands, I feel like all he has to do is just reclaim what he had. He reclaimed what he had, and then figure out how to beat Zomba once and for all. Send him packing.
Yeah, but make sure you don't give him too much leeway in the process. Zomba has been on the loser's run. He's been playing for the past, feels like, eternity in this loser's run. So you know he's warmed up. And Mute, even though they've had the time to rest, that can kind of work against you when you're coming into a high-stakes set like this because you're not fresh. You're not warmed up. You're not as warmed up as your opponent. And maybe that's showing right now as Zomba gets that first stock. But he does have 119 on him, so how much longer will that cycle last for? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, these last sets for Zomba have been pretty crazy because they've gotten close to him losing to him bringing it back and winning in a very, very, like, dicey, tense fashion. So I feel like now that we are starting with a lead here, MuteAce is going to realize, like, I have to do more than just the norm. I have to break the mold here somehow.
Gyro in hand, just crouching under the gyro, making sure it takes the maximum amount of time to despawn off the screen. So Zomba doesn't have as many chances to put it back in play. And that's definitely a strategy that MuteAce looks like he's going to be employing for the remainder of the set. Because if it just hits shield, it goes away, and I can spawn it instantly. But if it has to travel to the blast zone, that was funky.
That was funky, but, I mean, you catch a down air above the platform like that. I mean, Zomba's greed a little bit coming back to bite him, but he can feel greedy right now. Until this damage comes out, that combo is not looking too great on his part, but MuteAce is showing that he's still got those chops.
Quick down tilt into the dash attack. Gonna rip MuteAce off the ground there. The back air almost coming out from Zomba, and if that connected, I believe that would have been stocked because Peach, she's strong, but she is a bit on the dainty side. She doesn't have a whole lot of weight on her.
Yeah, but she definitely hits like she does, because you look at all that damage on the shield, the turnip coming down just in time for MuteAce to try to poke through the platform, through the shield. It's enough, and right now, he's as long as he's keeping his percent lower, about 100. I know Peach can die kind of early, especially to Rob. We'll have to see how it happens.
All right, down to this one, make sure you don't have to, or don't have a way to skip the ledge. You will have to play the ledge game with me. I'm not letting anyone in for free. I don't care if we've been friends forever. Everyone goes to the ledge all the same.
Yep, and then just the proper shielding just in time. MuteAce kind of playing a little bit of like a rhythm game over there, waiting for Zomba to kind of let go and just play on reaction.
Ooh, DBZ trade right there. Mute to the left, Zomba to the right. Both fighting to get back to center stage quicker.
And then the kind of will he, won't he float back in to catch that bear. So MuteAce knows how to kind of keep you unawares, keep you from not expecting what he wants.
The parry on the nair into the dash attack is going to get the stock for MuteAce, but now it's just a matter of, we have the opportunity.
Yeah, more damage here. We're going to get some good turnip stuff, force him off stage, but yeah, I mean, Zomba's like, okay, cool, that's like 26%, I don't really care, I'm going to take this turnip, throw it right back at you, maybe I'll hit another one if you want to throw another one.
I was figuring that the damage could have been a lot more, maybe of the lethal variety there, but luckily he was only able to take 28 and be perfectly fine with that. There was like a slap on the wrist based on the offense that he was about to commit with that roto arm at the ledge.
Okay. Now it looks like we are waiting for the right time. You see the dot eyes coming out. Good luck here tonight from MuteAce, honestly. We saw like one stitch face already in this set, plus the dot eyes, plus the 3 stitch faces in the last set. It's crazy.
Oh my God, the point blank laser is getting the big conversion to the forward air and even bigger access to the advantage state for Zomba. Now, if they keep MuteAce at this ledge like they have been, it'll bode well for them trying to line up that down air 2-frame. Not going to get it, but they are going to be able to keep MuteAce in jail for just a quick second right here. Down throw, up tilt, not going to get the up air, but just going to wait for the landing.
Yeah, almost too much patience from Zomba. I kind of expected him to pull the trigger a little bit more convincingly.
Maybe he just knew that it wouldn't be good to connect right there, so he just figured he'd just wait the timeout, get something a little more guaranteed on the back end.
That is true. Yeah, you want to go for something that's a little bit more likely. But this time, maybe the optimism could help him. I feel like he needs to take some liberties. Like, I think you need to make a play here.
Well, floating above Rob, bold choice, but he was floating at an angle where Rob couldn't jump too quickly.
Right.
So it looks risky from Mute, but it was very safe right there. And now he has to find a way to get back to the ground because it's very unsafe right now. 145, 146 off stage. Zomba is looking for this kill, but now they've hunted a little too much. They're out of bullets. They were off stage. They had to recover. They made it back to center stage. Both of them are just swinging, waiting for something to connect.
Wow, the movement. They both jumped at the same time and fast fell at the same time. And Zomba won't get it off of this one, but it does make things a little bit harder because now MuteAce has to play that float down game that we were talking about earlier, right?
And MuteAce, again, paying for not wanting to go to ledge the first time. Luckily, it was only a small fee to pay. Only got hit with the gyro, but now you have to get off of the ledge, get out of the side of the stage.
Oh, no. Who wins? Who wins? Whoa. It was Mute. Mute survives, and Zomba loses the game. Mute comes in at 180, basically post-hit, and that trade is not enough for Zomba to be able to take it back. MuteAce wins game one.
Back air, look at this. Look at how he snuck that one in there, getting away from the laser, getting away from the grab, going above, and then you think you're going to get this attack to hit. You did, but at what cost?
So he did it right. I think he barely misspaced enough to the point where he's going to get hit by the nair, right?
Yeah.
But, of course, I do feel like Zomba, was just trying to play his game. MuteAce got a little bit too scary there, I think. He was like, okay, I can take some liberties here. And you can, but just be careful, because in another timeline, that would have ended up looking.
Yeah, I don't think the neutral that Zomba went for was even ill-advised, like not even in the slightest. It was a good neutral to go for considering the situation.
Exactly, yeah.
But Mute just played it perfectly. Yeah. He was in the spot that he needed to be, and the timing was immaculate.
Right. It was, in theory, a whiff punish, but because you were trying to punish it, it ends up not being a whiff after all. Like, sorry. All right, but we got the regrab on the gyro. Looks like Zomba trying to do everything, using every trick in the book. Again, we have a Mr. Saturn. This is the second Mr. Saturn tonight. I feel like this is just something else.
Hi, Saturn. Feels like he's part of us. I love him. Did he walk off the stage?
Nah, I think he's chilling.
Nah, I think he's cooked, bro. Oh, he's back! Yay!
No, he's good. He's good.
All right, speaking of back.
Whoa!
No,
Drag down up air? Oh, man.
No.
We got something.
I never want to see this character do that again.
Okay, then he gets hit by the float, like that was slow float of Mr. Saturn. That's crazy.
Zomba using all the items at his disposal right now. Just going to go ahead and get him out of there. MuteAce realized that Zomba was getting a little too much mileage off of his assist right there. Had to get off the field.
Just doing too much more harm than good, I think. So, gonna try to keep throwing the turnips, use the right things. Good tomahawk grab. Now we get more forward throw, but there's like, we're not gonna get a combo off the down throw, so we just have to go for forward throw, try to get him back.
Oh, forward air. Rob's big and hurt box coming back to bite him right there. And a good, I like that side B actually.
Yeah.
People forget that it's a reflector now.
It is.
But if MuteAce was going to throw that turnip down, if he missed it, it was just going to come right back up and hit him.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
That's true. I mean, you do have to like give him the sort of the ultimatum, like you got to get out of the way, or else he's going to hit you too.
Either you're going to miss space and I'm going to hit you, or you're going to throw the turnip and I'm going to hit you with the turnip instead. Like it was just a good decision from Zomba right there. I like it a lot. But now they have to make a couple more good decisions if they want to take the stock off.
Yeah, this is what I was not sure about. A lot of down air here from Mute, but I think he's going a little bit too tunnel visioned onto it sometimes because, yeah, it feels like you're floating above Rob. And I know we talked about it being bad on the opposite way, but, like, I mean, I don't feel like you can just, like, hang out like that.
Definitely not. There's a lot of places where you can pick your spots against Rob. Right. Very rarely will you ever pick to be above him. You know, like that's just not somewhere where I think anyone would feel comfortable.
But, I mean, MuteAce is still doing it and still getting away with it maybe like 3 out of 5 times. So that's enough. Good parries and then goes right back in with the right appropriate options to keep Zomba at bay, get more damage on the board. But you're still struggling to get the kill at this percent.
Got a bunch of C-catches for Zomba right now, just waiting for his opportunity to get a big starter. Wasn't able to get it, but we'll definitely take this instead. Gyro's going to catch MuteAce trying to air dodge back up to ledge. You've already taken 73, and you're looking for a way to get the stock off. 90 now. It's only going to get whisked from here unless you can find a way to close this one out.
Okay, yeah, another back air. This time it actually does kill, even though it looked like maybe the DI didn't help Zomba there. It doesn't matter, though, because he is very close to taking this game himself. Just 90% on MuteAce, and that's one interaction away from bringing her to a definitive close. Let's see.
All right, shield grab right there. We're going to get some damage.
There we go. That's the scoop.
Damage. We're going to get the whole damn kill.
And that's the scoop.
I wasn't ready. Like, based on what we saw in
earlier,
that was the Shattuck set,
yeah.
I was not ready for the up smash right there. But it did come out to play this time around. Zomba's going to equalize the set 1-1 here in Grand Finals.
For sure. So, MuteAce, even though he was kind of faltering in a couple of those neutral situations, he still seems like he's solid enough. I think Zomba just played it well. He played it safe enough that he was like, okay, I can throw out some of these moves. You have to contend with them. And the turnips themselves, I think, were not really helping MuteAce. Even though he's like picking up a lot of them, the edge guards just weren't there.
Game 3. We're going to small battlefield. I like the decision right here for both sides, really. This really just speaks to both of the characters' strengths. Yeah. Can't really say anything about it. But we're going to see who's able to take a better advantage of it in this third game, the rubber match of the set. I keep saying it to people. When you're in these best of fives, game 3, you need that. You need that in your back pocket so you can go into the next 2 games strong.
Yeah, you got to bounce back somehow. So we'll have to see what happens. At high percent, Zomba's going to feel like he's going to be a little bit more desperate in his recoveries. He's like, I got to go farther out and try not to be too hasty returning to center stage. Still, that shield looking mighty small, and he just does the right thing by going for the down smash, knowing that that's going to poke through whatever toes Rob has, I guess.
Toes?
Yeah. You know, the wheels. The wheels.
Could be hiding them.
I'm going to call them the wheels.
Yeah, I like that better, actually.
The wheels.
Cross up full bear. Zomba just struggling to find a way to really get any sort of definitive damage on that stock. MuteAce going to the bank. Even though it's Sunday, it's open for me. If you're important enough, the bank is always open.
Oh, damn. Okay. What kind of bank you go to, man?
I cannot disclose that at this time.
That sounds like I'm here. This is a stick up, like put the money in the bag sort of thing. Like, I came in on their day off. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Just don't check the cameras.
I'm able to get what I need. MuteAce able to get what they needed. But unfortunately for them, even though they built that large lead, took the first stock, only had about 28% on. Zomba has crawled their way all the way back. Nice. But they were able to mash out, not get hit with the up smash. What will you do about the second meteor?
Yeah, what can you do? MuteAce did everything he could to escape that near-death situation, but it ended up being an impending death situation because Zomba is never going to be far behind with a second hitbox.
All right, racing back to center stage. Zomba may not have won the race, but he ended up getting the hit he wanted ultimately. So now, trying to find a way to continue that momentum because even though he's crawling his way back in piece by piece, it feels like more often than not, he has to be the one to crawl back into the game, you know? MuteAce's just been all over him. He's got to fight his way back to even have the right to stand at center stage and actually do something about it. But he is making the most of it right now.
Ooh.
Oh, the last possible hitbox, I feel like, of that Peach Bomber. Throwing off Zomba's edge guard attempt.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Zomba was looking for there, but yeah, when you see the side B come out, sometimes it's just better to give that thing a wide berth, especially since things like this can snowball, and MuteAce now taking this to a 2-1 lead, but almost getting caught by that. That was the reflector of the turnip that we were looking for, but it ends up getting a real hit, actually.
Up throw, immediate, and now we are finally back to even. That's what Zomba's been looking for the past 2 stocks, and we finally have it. This all-important third game is all going to come down to this final stock apiece. Let's see who's able to piece something together here.
One dot ice hit. All of that work that Rob did is now even. So a little bit of juggles here and there, avoiding the obstacle course. Bullet hell working out for Zomba enough that he can get an approach going.
Oh, that actually
Look at
hit
this.
him. I don't think he was ready for that to connect.
This man's got an arm. The Yankees should sign him.
They need him.
Yeah, who want me? Bro, the Yankees!
I've seen it. They need him. Trying to land right here. Picks a platform, but MuteAce was just right there, just ready to cover everything. Oh, this perfectly spaced bear. Zomba thought he could put his hand in the cookie jar and take something out. Kitchen is closed. It's not your time yet.
Yeah, Mom just saw you do that, you know.
Yeah, you're in big trouble now. I'm
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Not going to get all the hits up that he needed. That could have potentially been the game-ending up air if he got it.
Uh-oh. Okay, we get a tech roll out. That's enough for Zomba to get a breath of fresh air and brings it right back with the up smash. And now Zomba tears away 2-1.
Zomba, or rather MuteAce, was so good at spacing those back airs for the entire game. And the one that was just a little bit off, guess who was ready for it?
Zomba. All it takes is one.
All it takes is one.
All
That's all I need. I don't need a whole lot. I just need a chance.
Yeah.
I just need you to tell me that the opportunity will be there. Don't tell me when. I don't need to know when. Just tell me that it will be there and I will capitalize.
Yeah. You know, I need that assurance. And Zomba is going to be taking that to the bank. 2-1 lead. MuteAce is on the verge of bringing this to a game 5, I feel. I feel like we just need one good game, a string of good advantage states, and everything has to go right. Again, like one mistake from either party will lead to a stock loss, damage taken, or more.
But it's crazy because in the last game he had that. Like what you asked him for in this game is what you saw from him in game 3. And Zomba still managed to come out on top. So I think he just needs to activate another level to really put Zomba away if he wants to ensure this doesn't go to a reset.
Yeah.
Because if you let the person from losers reset the bracket in this sort of fashion, oh boy.
But Peach is a character that can do it. Incredibly high skill ceiling on this character. There's so much that you can do. There's an infinite mix-up potential with the low floats. There's so much you can do, and if we get one of those great combos on a bigger body like Rob, things could get really interesting. But MuteAce is staying very, very comfortable with 20%, getting a lot of damage on Zomba. We are just one hit away from the kill potentially.
Good pressure right there. The float there, max space, turn up, come back down to ensure. Little exclamation point, make sure you stay in shield. Now you're at the corner. Zomba trying to figure out a way to really capitalize right here. You only got 58. You're down by almost a full century mark right here. You don't want this to continue. He is acting like he doesn't want it. Oh, tries to go for the recap on the fallout, but he doesn't get it. Now still gonna send him off stage, but now we have to mix up this recovery. I gotta go way up.
Yeah, and then of course, like the falling turnip actually forcing Zomba to hold shield, which means MuteAce can continue to pressure. And I love that. It means that he's going to make Zomba kind of blink first in that situation and win out on the stock because of it. Look at this count. This is what I'm talking about. That's the kind of combo. If that had actually gone off, like Zomba isn't ready for that kind of stuff. Like he can probably take like 2 or 3, but I mean, if MuteAce unlocks that potential and starts doing it consistently, who knows what's going to happen.
Nightmare unlocked. I don't want to see what happens if we get to that point, but that might be what we need. Because every time that MuteAce is able to build a little bit of a lead in this set, Zomba is just crawling right back. He's like that roach in the corner of the room. He's not going anywhere.
Yep. All right, but wait for that back air to finish so we can get a dash attack. MuteAce finding the burst of movement necessary to get close and take a punish.
Back there, you saw him come out, but luckily MuteAce is able to swing first. Zomba skipping the ledge because he doesn't want to play the ledge trap game, but now you played an even more devious game, and now you're down 2 whole stocks damn near, 3-1, but you can get the stock off here pretty quickly. Oh,
okay, good mash, good air dodge too. It felt like that was enough, but yeah, you pull out the turnip and Zomba's like standing right in front of you like, hey, we want to see what happens next, buddy?
Wouldn't you like to throw that? And he just got hit anyway.
So it's like, yeah, it doesn't even matter if you're throwing it or not. This is going to hit you.
All right, so we got the first stock off. That's all you really need to get it started. Let's see if Zomba can string something together, get the second stock off without taking too much damage, but against Peach of all characters, girl power is coming out. You are going to be taking that damage, just a matter of how much.
Right, and we blocked that get-up attack. We blocked a couple of the other attempts that Zomba has at getting an advantage state for himself. But yeah, the defense has been winning out for MuteAce. A few parries enough to give himself that extra frame advantage to get back in and catch Zomba off guard.
Oh, turn up, forward air. Nice little pickup right there from MuteAce, putting Zomba off the stage yet again. And he's just so content with skipping ledge. He just doesn't care about the consequences.
And we're just going to wait a little bit of like the jumps and falling back to ledge. Might not be good, but he grabs the gyro, so that just means there's only one thing left for Zomba to do. And he side Bs, but guess what? He dies! So now we are going to game 5 because MuteAce, again, in these crazy endgame scrambles, wins.
That was actually very quick thinking for Zomba. I like that a lot. Saw the panic air dodge. Off stage, I have a lot of rage on me. I can make use of this. Let's go ahead and get that stock.
Yeah, you sense blood in the water. That's great. But again, you still have another stock after that, right? That was that you can't like just throw away your own stock willy-nilly like that. It was a little bit too close to the blast zone, and he wasn't able to recover, as you can see.
Yeah.
So he does die himself.
There was just barely not enough room, too. I feel like if he had just a couple more pixels and wiggle room at the bottom, we could have been talking about a very different game right now.
For sure.
But instead, 5th game of the set.
Unfortunate error from Zomba, but we have found ourselves in yet another Game 5 Zomba set. And this one, the reset hinges on. So
he lives here now. This is his home. Game 5, that's where I'm comfy.
That's right. So MuteAce brings it to a Game 5, and we want to see if he's able to be the clinch hitter that he has to be in order to close this against Zomba.
That's actually catching him a lot. Is that like a thing? Is that just like a good move at shield poking?
I think because Rob is kind of a taller character, like when the shield gets smaller, there's only one way that you can block it, right?
Yeah.
You hold it up to avoid a fair, or you hold it down to avoid stuff like that. But no one's really down smashing, so it's a mix-up opportunity that MuteAce is taking wholesale.
He's gonna get miles over too.
All right, we're gonna wait for the come down. Rob gonna wait just to use as much of the energy in the tank that you can.
Finally gets down to the ground in the land, but MuteAce just interrupting his rhythm every single time that he gets a chance. On the ledge, 181, you really cannot take any more aerials at this point. They're all going to be lethal. Even that down air if you're up in the air may be lethal at this point. So Zomba has to play it perfectly if he wants to get the stalk off first instead.
Oh no.
Just doesn't do it. Roll caught out by that forward air. He just flew into the blast zone.
Yeah, so many times, you know, you see them just like kind of flash their shield, but they're flashing it at the wrong time. MuteAce with that delayed startup of the forward air. You know, it honestly, it is kind of like Nair in terms of its startup and like the arcing of its hitbox. Like they're using it very similarly, but forward air kills so much earlier for Peach.
Yeah. Okay, MuteAce already lapped Zomba percent. That early combo that he got to start up the stock was crazy, and then he was able to push the advantage to close the gap, or rather widen the gap in his case.
Right.
Zomba's finally able to get that first stock off. Get 151, bro.
Yeah.
That's like, that's so much. Like once you get to a certain point, it just kind of feels like every move is the wrong move.
Right. And sometimes it can be like that, but you just got to throw out everything you can. You know, it's a broad kit, and there's so much that you can do here. MuteAce is going to have to mix it up, and so far that Nair is going to be enough. We're going to find that hit mid-stage, and Zomba loses out at like 180 post-hit. So yeah, living to a high percent, but that might not be enough here.
Full stock lead, championship stock right here for MuteAce. He's on the prowl. He wants this tournament to end right now, because if you somehow drop this and we go to a second set, it is not going to be a good night for you. Trying to end this one as quickly as possible, and he's building up all the damage to do so. It's just a matter of getting back in there and capitalizing, and Zomba's going to give him the opportunity right there. Dash attack on shield, float bear, we're going to get him. And now you have to find a way to mix up this recovery. MuteAce has been all over you for the past 3-4 games, it feels like.
That's right, and he's been ending a lot of these like strings with fair, just reminding Zomba that he can't inch too much farther close if he wants to survive. Every time he gets a little bit too greedy in these disadvantages and says, oh, I have to reset to neutral ASAP, there's a fair waiting for him. But 113, can he survive long enough to take this last stock and give us a reset, Dom?
Oh boy, is all I have to say right now. Because you know what Rob is about. You know what he can do in a situation like this. This is where he wants to be. You are in his playhouse now, not the other way around. 118% lead is great, but it is not safe.
That is crazy. I've not seen like FWs like that. That's crazy. Anyway, so we've got, the turnip gonna miss. Unable to get anything. The air dodge allows Zomba to take control.
So much
but
pressure.
Look at all the pressure. MuteAce just bursts through the shield. It doesn't even matter. Zomba's defense is being broken into.
It feels like you just have to be okay with getting hit by something. It's just a matter of what. MuteAce is just looking for this final hit that he needs, but he has to be very careful about how he does it, because one straight opening from Zomba could be the worst thing that could possibly happen to him. And now you're at the ledge. Oh my
wait.
God, these nairs from Zomba are
Up
so
air,
well
up
placed.
air.
Up air, up tilt, 75% already, 77 now, and you're at the ledge. Be very careful how you get up, but you have to make a quick decision. That down tilt could reset everything. That back air,
Oh my
if you
God.
jump, that's it.
Yeah, if you jump and if you don't angle your shield up at some point because it was looking really small. Obviously, MuteAce is looking for the high recovery coverage, but I don't know. We've got
up
it.
air.
He's going to be it.
Ooh.
And look at that. MuteAce, yet again, is your Patchwork champion.
2024 edition does not matter. We got it. We got the victory coming all the way from Texas to Raleigh, North Carolina, and taking home the gold. One set only. Grand finals, didn't need to go to a reset. Did the whole thing through winners.
Woo.
Dominant win. Got a little dicey at the
Got
end.
close.
Zomba
Dangerously
was definitely showing him
close.
something.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, strong will prevails. Strong will prevails
Strong
every
will
single
prevails.
time. MuteAce is going to be your Patchwork 2024 champion. Get the trophy, the recognition, and the sigh of relief. I'm
Yeah.
finally done fighting the demons. I'm finally done fighting Rob on small
Honestly.
battlefield.
Yeah. Some old and new faces alike, but MuteAce stands tall above the rest, coming all the way from Texas. Stride Esports' own MuteAce takes home the trophy yet again for a second consecutive year at this newly crowned major in Raleigh, North Carolina. It has been a hell of a tournament, and what an ending it was because, you know, having the East Coast demon of Zomba fighting against perhaps, but yes, definitely the best player in the South. It is
Oh, yeah.
MuteAce. You have to imagine that these two regions are happy that their regions were represented here in North Carolina in
Yep.
this new major. There's plenty more to come from for these players, and of course we will be getting the interview with MuteAce in just a second. But that means that I'll take a leave so that he can have a good time talking to you, Dom.
Man, don't worry, I got it under control, man. But before
Good
we do
casting.
that, everyone, this has been Nerf. If you have
That's me.
anything to say, positive, negative, neutral,
I'll take it
please
all.
make sure you get this man
take it
some
all.
critiques. He's been putting in a lot of work the past couple of years, and it's finally all coming to a head now. I know you got a lot of things planned,
I
but
do.
for the people that don't know what you have planned, where can they find you,
You
man?
can find me at NerfCast on Twitter. I will be making all of those announcements as they come up. I hope you enjoyed all the casting from my part because, yeah, this has definitely been a long time coming, and it really feels good to come back to Patchwork to close out again. But it feels even better now because, of course, it's a major, and you know how it is. It's always good to see MuteAce winning again, and I do want to congratulate him. But it is also important for you to congratulate him, so I will take a leave, and we'll hopefully see me in more majors in the future. And
Definitely
keep
will.
an eye out.
Definitely will. Let's talk to the winner real quick, guys. Let's talk to him. The man of the hour. Oh, boy. It's finally over. You look so tired.
Hello.
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
That was a long day.
Yeah,
That
it
a long
was.
day.
First and foremost, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank
Newly
you.
minted major here in the Carolinas. Not your first time here.
Yeah,
I like
this is my
you
third
being,
time.
Yeah, I like you being a returning player for us. It's nice to have people come out to the Southeast, specifically these two states, because they don't get a whole lot of exposure to the top level, the players like you, like Shadow, like Zomba, unless they go out.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have something where you guys can come here, because you've already come down here, you won twice. Come back next year. I promise you're gonna spend the whole year make sure that doesn't happen again. So you gotta.
Didn't I win 3 events in this venue?
Oh my God! What are we doing, guys?
Wasn't it just Roll With It 2, and then Patchwork 2?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we doing, y'all? North and South, we gotta level up. We have 365 days roughly. We can't let this happen again. But that's for later. For now, talk about your day, because it's been a long day for all of us. But how was your day going
Yeah,
into
started
it?
at 10 a.m., but I didn't play like early at all because I was like the 5th set on stream or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I played Jordan, and you know, last time at LTC he just like picked random characters or whatever like that. He went Wario this time. And it was like, okay, game 1, he still lost, and then he lost game 2 pretty badly. And then he was like, I got a secret for you. I'm going to beat you up with the secret character. Bro went Sephiroth and lost like so bad. I was just like, yeah, that Sephiroth was clean though. You were running away for real good,
Oh,
I
my
guess.
goodness.
And then, yeah, no, and then I played Peeb. Oh my God.
And I know you were talking about hating, like dreading that set. Like you did not
Well,
want to
it's not that like I dread it. To me, Peeb's like a roller coaster. Like I don't
That's
want to
very
get
real.
on,
Yeah.
but once I'm on, I'm like, oh my God. And I like had to go up to Peeb and talk to him after because I was just like, do you feel the same way I do? Because like, dude, every crash bomber, every leaf shield, he just like he touches your soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just puts his hands on it. It gets real. Our sets are really intimate. You know what I mean? And then he just like Oh my god, because it's just anytime he does anything, he has all the command. Like you can. You just have to roll for your life. You're getting leaf shielded, up thrown, and it's like canceling, and you just roll, and he just runs up to you and like waits, and like Mega Man's just standing there, and he's not afraid to like down smash you and up tilt. I'm just like, oh, get away from me. Like he's so scary. Like everyone's like too scared to go for like a big read like that. Like Peep is not. It's so scary.
He lives there,
and he's just in my head, and he's just like, oh god, it's so exciting.
That was his favorite set of the weekend, if you couldn't tell.
It was so much fun. I talked to Peep. He doesn't feel the same way about me, so I just.
That's sad, but you'll get there.
Yeah, and then I just kept going on, and it was like Wrath for top 8. I beat Sonics like 2 months ago, or like that. We traded sets together, but like I've been working on that matchup, and it's nice that it still works pretty well.
Showing.
And then I just played Cola. I lost him last time. I still think I was playing really, really slow, like too slow for like what I should have been doing to do that, but. I mean, it worked out, I guess. I got really lucky with the RNG. And then, Grands, my new teammate, Stride.
Oh, that's real.
Stride Zomba.
I knew it. It was only a matter of time, man.
I don't know why anyone posted the panda on Twitter, but yeah, he's Stride.
Troll. He's a Twitter troll.
Stride Grands again.
It's been like 6 months where it's been like Stride Grands everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can't get away from it. It's inevitable. But speaking of which, your next event, because it's a busy summer for all of us, where are you going next?
Smash Factor 11 tomorrow, next week.
Have fun.
Thank you.
I wanted to go, but unfortunately I couldn't make it out there. So have fun for the both of us, man. And of course, if you're not already following MuteAce to keep up with everything in terms of, I don't know if you're streaming again.
Randomly.
Yeah, I've seen.
For fun.
But where can the people find you?
X, I guess.
Yeah. MuteAce on everything?
Yeah, everything. MuteAce.
All right, bad.
Claim.
All right, they're trying to kick me
So
off
Mike
because
come on? Yeah.
the mighty T.O., the guy that put this all together, wants to say some words, so I'm going to go ahead and step off. Oh, okay. Mr. KML making demands over here. But before any of that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for watching Patchwork 2024. I've been Dom. You can find me on Twitter at Dom Needs Help. Again, critiques, positive, negative, neutral. Give me something to work with if you enjoyed what you heard. And we're going to pass it over to the people that were able to make this event happen, show some support, show them some love. Thank you for watching at home. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks, y'all.
OMG, what an event.
Yeah.
What an event.
I don't have much of a voice, but I have many thoughts, lots to say. I don't know what happened. Many nights of planning. We're very meticulous. A lot went wrong.
Yeah, so while a lot went wrong, it's always to say that it's not about what went wrong, but more so how you went about trying to fix it.
It's true.
And we had issues with venue miscommunication, so we tried our best to fix it. I know that wasn't ideal in some scenarios. And hey, but it ended up working out because we're still out of here, even with a whole fire alarm and us waiting outside for 30 minutes. We're still done the tournament by 10 p.m. Eastern, which is like that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, considering we lost 2 hours of the event, everyone wanted to play game 5 sets. Someone set the venue on fire. Like
yeah.
A lot of stuff went wrong. There's stuff that just was out of our control. There was a few things that we definitely can do better, and we will do better in the future. Keep your eyes on our socials. Like we're gonna make some sort of acknowledgement, basically saying like, here's what happened, here's our side of like what happened, how we can address it, what we're gonna do better next year. Plans B, C, D, E. Didn't lose power, thankfully.
Yeah.
That would have been, I was like holding
I also will say, like at the very beginning of the stream, I lost internet for like 5 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. If we just like lost internet,
I mean,
stream,
it's like
it would have been terrible.
Yeah. So there was stuff all over the place, and of course, I mean, we're just talking about the event. All right, Roshi.
Yeah. We were just like,
we're like, hey,
we're gonna talk about like what happened, what we're doing better. you know, many stuff went well. You know, a lot of people came out to like, hey, we're having a great time.
Do you have anything to say, Roshi? It looks like Melee was a really well-ran tournament. Yeah, if you want to like lean over, lean over me a little bit.
All right, we're about to be joined by Nimbus Roshi from Atlanta. You may know him if you're in the Melee community.
Yo, hello. Yo, what's going on? It's Nimbus Roshi from Atlanta, you know, or some would call me that. Yo, I don't even know where to start. It's been such a crazy weekend. Me and this guy have been in a Discord voice channel for like every night for 3 months, just trying to, you know, plan things out, you know, watching some Samurai Champloo here and there. Shout out to Samurai Champloo, shout out to VGBootCamp. This was a lot of work, a lot of effort went in from a lot of like really goated people. Like off the top of my head, shout outs Evanator. God, this is the GOAT, man. Shout outs KML. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT right here. Shout outs Budwar. Shout out Steven, this guy right here. We brought a caravan full of CRTs. We got 22 TVs here from Atlanta. Shout outs to Kat for the Star GG tool. Shout outs to Wills for seeding. Shout outs to everybody who in some way contributed, because, you know, that's how we do this can I say?
Grassroots?
This grassroots stuff. Yeah, this grassroots, that's how we do it, you know what I mean? Big shout outs to all those people, and you know, some things some people would say didn't go well, you know, like the building lit on fire type stuff, you know?
Yeah, we do have to go, like.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But thank you. I just want to say that. Sincere thank you to everybody, and see you at you know, next Patchwork.
Yeah,
you
see
know?
you at the next Patchwork, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you tuned in from home, if you know, watch partied, if you're streaming, you're still watching, thank you for tuning in. Yep, we'll see everyone next year.
Hey, but before we go, where can I find you? You, Budwar.
Well, so I have my org, Budbuds Esports on Twitter. You know, we stream weeklies. We do a lot of stuff in the Raleigh area. Obviously, we do Patchwork as well. Me personally, my tag is my Twitter. It's my everything. If you're looking for Budwar on a platform,
At Budwar.
if you're looking for me on a platform, it's going to be Budwar.
All right. I guess I'll take the self-indulgement here.
Yep.
I'm Kyle. It says it right there. You might know me as KML, but I just kind of want to just use my name for stuff now. So why not? But yeah, you can find me at KML_1030. I do stream stuff, I think. I don't know. I thought that's what I did this weekend. And yeah, at KML Tournaments. In fact, we were the ultimate quad stream this weekend, and thank you for all the support on that. That was awesome. And shout out to everybody at VGBC. Shout out to all of the wonderful sponsors and orgs that helped make this event possible. So, yeah. Anything else?
I think I'm all good. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We gotta get out. We're gonna
All right.
start doing
Cut to
some
the
big
credits.
things.
Let's do it.
Yep. All right.